श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री दुर्गायै नमः। नगरात प्रवेशले पंडुनंदन, तो देखिले दुर्गा स्थान।
So a very good morning to all my students of class 10. Let's continue once again with the next part of the video tutorial on Act 4 Scene 1 of The Merchant of Venice. And we were now about to see what exactly happens after the case against Shylock or against Antonio, or rather between Antonio and Shylock, gets over. And we are also going to see something very important coming up now. The ring episode begins from here and culminates in Act 5. So we shall see what exactly happens towards the end of Act 4 Scene 1 now. The last 2 to 2.5 pages were left of this particular scene. So I expect all of you to take out your textbooks and get ready for your class. Now I'm going to explain line by line, so please follow as I do. So I'm scrolling up and you can see on your screen the page which we are going to start from today, and the page is page 130. And in page 130 we see that the Duke is responding to whatever has been said by Portia, because earlier in this scene, just before this, on page 129 in our last video tutorial, we were discussing how the Duke had been, or rather was inviting Portia to have dinner at his place, now that the case was successfully solved in favor of Antonio. And Portia had said that she had to leave for Padua because there was some urgent work, and it was appropriate for her to start immediately without wasting any more time in Venice. So the Duke responds to that reply of Portia and says, here in this page, I'm starting, please follow the text. The Duke says, I'm sorry that your leisure serves you not. I'm really very sorry that you don't have free time in hand. Meaning to say, you do not have time to spare. Meaning is given alongside. As I'm explaining, please refer to the meaning also. Antonio, gratify this gentleman. Antonio, now it is your duty to reward this gentleman. This gentleman refers to the lawyer, that is Portia, and the Duke is insisting that Antonio should give an appropriate reward to the gentleman for saving his life. For in my mind you are much bound to him, because I feel that you are much indebted to him. The meaning is given again alongside. So I feel that you must give a proper reward to this gentleman because you are indebted to him. He has saved your life. Saying this, the Duke of Venice and the Magnificos and the train means a group of people who are generally with the Duke, various officers and attendants and even servants, aristocrats, lords, nobles, whoever, the people who accompany the Duke, they all leave. Magnificos are also high-ranking officers working under the Duke. So they all leave the court. And now we have only Antonio and his friends, and then of course we have Portia and Nerissa. Now Bassanio speaks, most worthy gentlemen, I and my friend have by your wisdom been this day acquitted of grievous penalties. So you are a very worthy gentleman, and because of whatever you have done, I and my friend, meaning Antonio, we have been acquitted or relieved from having to pay a very dangerous penalty or penalties. So you have really saved the life of my friend and have been instrumental in saving us from this serious situation. In lieu whereof 3,000 ducats due unto the Jew, we freely cope your courteous pains withal. And so as a reward or as payment in lieu whereof, meaning to say in return for which we most willingly would like to pay you the 3,000 ducats for taking all the trouble and providing us with your services. We would like to give you the 3,000 ducats. So he offers the money, and Antonio says, and stand indebted over and above in love and service to you evermore. And not only would we like to give you the 3,000 ducats, but we will also remain grateful to you, indebted to you forever hereafter for any kind of service, anything that you desire of us or want us to do for you. We are always ready at your service to serve you. Now Portia says, he is well paid that is well satisfied. Now this is a very remarkable speech here being given by Portia. She says that the person who is satisfied after doing something considers his satisfaction as the greatest reward or the biggest possible payment. So we have, whatever I have done, I am really satisfied about it, and so I don't need any money from you, and therein do account myself well paid. So that is what she means. My mind was never yet more mercenary. So mercenary meaning is again explained. You can see the meaning. Mercenary means money-minded or someone who is interested in money. So in my mind, I never had such feelings. I am not a money-minded gentleman, and I am satisfied by rendering the service to you and having successfully relieved you from this difficult situation. I consider that satisfaction as my greatest reward or my payment, and I was never money-minded. Therefore, I don't need the 3,000 ducats which you are offering me. I pray you know me when we meet again. Portia says, I request you that please recognize me if we meet again in future. Now this is very meaningful because Antonio definitely is going to meet Portia sooner or later. So that is why Portia is saying this to Antonio, and perhaps also to Bassanio, because Bassanio obviously will return to Belmont, and so will Portia, and there they will meet, and Portia then will be in her normal self, that is as a woman. So she is saying this very meaningfully, that when we meet again, all I want from you is that you should be able to recognize me. Now this is apparently something which sounds as though just like I have done something good for you, I have helped you, and in future if we meet, don't forget me, recognize me. So this is what apparently it means, but then the underlying meaning is also understandable, because both Antonio and Bassanio are going to meet Portia very soon. I wish you well, and so I take my leave. So I wish you very well, all the best, and with that I would like to say goodbye. Bassanio says, Dear sir, of force I must attempt you further. Take some remembrance of us as a tribute, not as a fee. Grant me two things, I pray you, not to deny me and to pardon me. Sir, I would like to insist, by force I would like to give you something as a token of remembrance. Please take something so that you remember us, and we also feel happy that we have been able to give you something at least as a mark of our thanksgiving. Not as a fee, don't consider that to be a fee, just a tribute, as a mark of respect or a token of respect. Don't consider that we are paying you. Grant me two things. Please allow me to do two things. I pray you, I request you, not to deny me and to pardon me. Two things. One is that don't say no this time, and please forgive me because I am requesting you like this. So these are the two things I want you to grant me. One is that not to deny me. We want to give you something as a token of love and remembrance, as a token of gratitude, as a tribute, as a token of respect, and to pardon me because I am insisting so much. So you could be feeling offended. Please don't feel offended. Please take it, and please forgive me for asking. Portia says, you press me far, and therefore I will yield. You are pushing me hard. You are insisting again and again. So, okay, fine. I will accept it. I will yield means I will give in. I am ready to take something. To Antonio, he turns to Antonio, or rather she turns to Antonio and says, "Give me your gloves. I'll wear them for your sake. Please give me the gloves that you are wearing on your hands. I will wear those gloves at times and remember about you. To acknowledge your politeness, I will wear your gloves." So she is very cleverly first asking Antonio for his gloves, and then she will ask Bassanio for his ring. The same ring which Portia herself had given to Bassanio with a promise not to remove it from his finger, because it was a token of Portia's love for Bassanio. So first the gloves. So immediately we move on to page 131. Then she turns to Bassanio immediately and then says, "And for your love, I'll take this ring from you." And she points at the ring which Bassanio is wearing. "So I will take this ring from you," she says. And the moment she points at the ring, Bassanio draws back his hand, because he cannot give that ring. That's a gift from his wife with a promise never to part from it. "So, I'll take this ring from you. Do not draw back your hand. I'll take no more. Don't draw back your hand. I'm not going to ask for anything more. Just asking for that ring. And you in love shall not deny me this." And out of love and gratitude, that's what you said just now, that as a token of respect, gratitude and love, you want to give some token gift. So now I'm asking for the ring. I'm sure you're not going to deny that. I'm sure you're not going to say no. Bassanio says, "This ring, good sir, alas, it is a trifle." "My good sir, you are asking for this ring? Alas, it's a very small and ordinary ring, very cheap ring. Why you want to take something so cheap, so ordinary? It's a trifle. I will not shame myself to give you this. I cannot put myself into shame if I give this ring to you. It will be a shameful thing on my part. I cannot put myself into shame by giving you this sort of a gift." Portia says, "I will have nothing else but only this. And now methinks I have a mind to it. I will not take anything else but only this ring. And now that you are refusing, I have made up my mind that I am going to take this particular ring and nothing else. I will take it." Bassanio says, "There's more depends on this than on the value. There is more that depends on this ring than the value of this ring. Please try to understand. The ring may not be very valuable, but a lot depends on this ring. So it will be difficult for me to give you this ring. The dearest ring in Venice will I give you, and find it out by proclamation. I will give you the most expensive ring that I can manage to buy for you in Venice. In fact, I will make a public proclamation. I will make an announcement in the public for the most expensive ring which I want to buy. And there will be, when public announcement is made, somebody having very expensive ring will contact me, and then I'll buy that for you. Something which is very, very expensive. I'll give you that kind of a ring. Only for this, I pray you, pardon me. But only for this particular ring, I request you, I pray to you, please forgive me. Not this one, because a lot depends on this ring than anything else. So I'll give you something more expensive, something much better," Portia says. Now Portia has a mind to take Bassanio's ring, or rather the ring she had given to Bassanio. So Portia is testing Bassanio to see if he will really give away the ring to somebody else after making a promise to his wife, newly married wife. Portia says, "I see, sir, you are liberal in offers. You taught me first to beg, and now methinks you teach me how a beggar should be answered. I can see, sir, that you are very liberal, very generous, only in making offers. That tell me what you want, I'll give you something which you want, or whatever you want. But then you caused me to beg like a beggar. I was not wanting anything, but you insisted that I should take something. So you first taught me to beg. And now I think, methinks means I think, you are teaching me how a beggar should be treated. Just as when a beggar comes to your doorstep, you shoo away the beggar, that no, it's not possible, get lost from here. So now you are treating me like that. Bassanio says, good sir, this ring was given me by my wife, and when she put it on, she made me vow that I should neither sell nor give nor lose it. Good sir, I am telling you the truth. The truth behind why I don't want to give you this ring is because this ring was given to me as a gift by my wife, and when she put this ring on my finger, she made me promise or take a pledge or take an oath. Vow means to take an oath, to promise that I should neither sell it nor give it away nor even lose it. So 3 conditions I have to maintain. I cannot sell it, I cannot give it to anyone, I cannot lose the ring. So how can I give it to you? Portia says, that excuse serves many men to save their gifts. Yes, I know. That is a very common excuse given by people to save their gifts. That this is a gift from so and so, someone very dear to me. It has some sentimental value, and so I cannot give it. Some people make such excuses to save whatever they cherish or they consider as valuable for them. And if your wife be not a mad woman and know how well I have deserved the ring, she would not hold out enemy forever. And if your wife is not a mad woman, and if she understands how much I deserved that ring because of whatever I did for you and your friend, if she can understand that, then she will not be angry with you and be your enemy for long. See, out of anger, she will not, hold a grudge against you for long, for giving it to me. Well, peace be with you. Anyway, I wish you peace. Saying this, Portia and Nerissa leave the scene. Now Portia tested Bassanio, and Bassanio has successfully passed the test. So up to this much, everything's fine with the ring episode. But now Antonio becomes angry. He doesn't understand why Bassanio refused Portia, or rather the lawyer, and so Antonio now scolds Bassanio. And we have reached page 132, the last page of this scene. We are about to finish with the scene. So Antonio says, my lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. My dear friend Bassanio, it was a common term to refer to each other with respect by using the word lord. So here Antonio is saying, give the ring to that man. Let his deservings and my love withal be valued against your wife's commandment. Let what he deserves for the services rendered by him, as well as your love for me, let that be valued or considered more highly than your wife's order. I know your wife has ordered you, commanded you, has given this directive to you that you cannot part with this ring, lose it or give it away. But what this man has done, and if you truly love me and consider that yes, this man has saved your best friend's life, then you should give this ring away to this man against the order of your wife, against the command of your wife. Bassanio says, now when Antonio says something, Bassanio cannot say a second word after that. So Bassanio says, go Gratiano, run and overtake him. Give him the ring and bring him, if you canst, unto Antonio's house. Away, make haste. So he immediately gives the ring to Gratiano and says, Gratiano, run, go, overtake that man and give him the ring. And if possible, bring him, if you can, to Antonio's house. Now hurry up, go. Exit Gratiano. Come you and I will thither presently, and in the morning early will we both fly toward Belmont. Come along. Exit Gratiano. Gratiano goes with the ring to give to Portia. In the meantime, Bassanio says, come, you and I will thither presently. Come, let's both of us go there at once. And tomorrow morning early, we will both make our journey or fly toward Belmont. Come, Antonio. Saying this, taking Antonio, he leaves the scene. So the scene comes to an end. So with that, we also finish. Thank you very much.